Welcome to another cast by Architech, where today we're going to talk about AIA, amazing new tool to help solve the technology problems for architects. Now, let's give us a moment, make sure we're live. There are no technical gremlins that come after us. Oh, look at that. We're live. Okay. I think it worked today. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us. As I mentioned, we're pretty excited to be a part of the creators or help AIA California to put together this pretty awesome tool that will continue to evolve. But today is our goal is to show you why it's useful, how to use it, and then take your questions. Maybe have specific tech challenges or software challenges or any kind of technology related challenges on your part, and we'll show you how this tool can kind of help you navigate those. Here with me today is, as usual, my partner in crime, founder of Architech, CEO, as well as a great person overall. His name is Boris. Boris, say hi.
Hey everyone. Welcome to our live stream. It's it's great when things actually work the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
As a tech guy, I'm like, yes. All right, awesome.
Well, if they always worked, we would be out of the job.
That's true. So a little bit of job security there for us.
A little bit, but it's the ounce of prevention. What's the saying go? Ounce of prevention, pound of. Do you know how that goes?
No.
Okay.
We may need to have somebody research that and put it in the chat.
Yeah. Well, basically, the idea is it's good to be prepared and foresee problems and then deal with crises all the time. That's kind of what our job is. So Architech, we serve architects, engineers, and designers. We do IT support on the back end, so you can focus on doing your best work. All right, let's. I think we're right around the start time, 10:30. Maybe we'll give another 30 seconds for people to join. But you can, Boris, I think you can start. Kind of give us a concept behind this project, what it's trying to solve, and how it's solving it.
Well, I guess let's identify what we're going to be talking about today. And what we're going to talk about is the Architect Toolkit, which is provided by the AIA California, right? And the way this initiative has been around for a while, but I think the practice committee of the AIA California and the technology subcommittee of the practice committee has finally wanted to move this forward. And I'm grateful for, we, Architect, are grateful for being involved in this project and being involved with the technology subcommittee and the practice committee of the AIA California. The goal of this tool is to give architects resources or
to solve technology problems.
Well, yeah, and single point of where all the resources are located around technology. I guess I'll put it that way, because what we're trying to do is have a centralized database of any tools that are out there, whether it's design tools, whether it's accounting tools, marketing tools, HR, you name it. If you're running a firm, at some point you have challenges or have thought about either changing tools or augmenting your processes. So the goal is to kind of have a centralized repository of all that information that other people use in the industry. And that way we can share it with more people and make more people run their businesses more effectively with the use of technology.
Right. So simply put, it's a catalog. It's a database of software tools, best in class software tools for architecture firms. And depending on how big you are, what your ambitions are, or what problems you're trying to solve, the tool has the intelligence in it, I suppose, or the filters to be able to narrow down to the tool set that would be probably most beneficial for you and something for you to consider. I mean, we're talking about filtering by price, by functionality, by users type, and all kinds of different other metrics. But we'll do a little show and tell. It'll be a lot more clear once we do that.
Yeah, for sure. I think we should maybe poll the audience and see who's here. And
well, that's fine. We could do that. I just want to mention one thing, and we keep saying AIA California. It's a free tool. I mean, that's the cool part about this particular project is it's not, at least at this moment, it's not sitting behind the gate of any kind. So you don't need a membership or password or anything like that. You can just navigate to the tool itself and make use of it for your own practice. So I think it's an important piece to point out. It's free. It's available to anyone.
yeah, and we should have a link that we can post as well.
Right.
And we should do that now. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in the chat here, Alex, and then you can stick it in there.
Okay. All right. You want to start the demo?
Yeah, let's just I'm gonna put the link here in our chat.
I think you went into the Zoom chat. I don't think you went on the LinkedIn. Here, let me.
That was the plan.
That was the plan?
That was the plan.
To give it to me?
To give it to you.
And so I can give it to the people?
Yes.
All right.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna share my screen and get us to the tool.
All right. In the chat.
Okay, so this tool is hosted on the AIA California website, and we've just put a link in the chat. Once you go to that link, it will take you to this page and basically give you some description of the tool, some quick things, kind of quick instructions on what you can do. And then what you're gonna have to do is scroll down, and the first page will assist you with your search. So basically you can say, look, we're a small firm of 2 to 10 people. And the challenge that we have right now is, we're looking for some accounting software, for example. And we're predominantly running on Microsoft Windows. So once you fill out those 3 basic questions, and just FYI, you can also select multiple challenges if you want by just holding the control key or shifting, and it'll give you multiple selections as well. But for right now, I'm just going to have a single challenge, which is accounting, and we just click next, and it'll take us to the next page. Now there's still instructions on the top, so you have to scroll down to get to the next page and see your results. So basically what the results are going to come back with is with all the accounting software that will work for a firm of 2 to 10 people who are running on Windows. Now this will also bring up any kind of web only applications as well, because those can run on Windows as well. So it'll give you the results. You can basically review the description. If you are familiar with the tool, that's great. If you're already using the tool, that's great. Then it'll also give you an annual cost. We've tried to estimate that as best as possible. And in the notes section, you can see there's some additional consideration for what the annual cost means, depending on the license type or model. We'll also give you the license model. A lot of times it's subscription licensing. I think subscription is primarily the licensing type for most of the software right now, but there's also concurrent use and other licensing types in here. As you scroll further to the right, you get to the category column, and this is where we try to give as much detail of which category this software is going to fit into. So in the case of QuickBooks, it will allow you to do, well, it's an accounting category, but it's basically subcategories are bookkeeping, invoicing, timekeeping. It also has HR benefits and HR payroll components to it as well. So if you're looking for a more comprehensive solution than just kind of basic bookkeeping and invoicing, this would work for you. Similarly, in the case of QuickBooks Online, if you just want something that does invoicing, you can click on that and it'll filter it out. Now, in this case, most likely all of these apps also do invoicing, so you still see the same set of results. But if you want something that does accounting, but also does payroll, for example, you can click on that and have the results here. So we had 6 results before, but now we're down to 5 results here. On the next column, we have a links column. So once you kind of decide that you may want to get additional information on either of the tools, you can just click on a link and it will take you to that website where you can do some additional research, contact sales, or get some more information. And the last 2 columns here is basically filters by firm size and also supported OS. I think so.
So I
That's
just want to
kind of,
mention
go ahead.
who are just joining. This is absolutely a free tool provided by AIA California. ArchIT worked on the back end to help put this together, but any of your technology wishes shall be granted with this Architech toolkit. So let's run through some scenarios, man. Let's do let's go back to the beginning. Let's say I'm a 10-person firm, right? And I'm looking to improve my design tool set. What do I do here? Like, how does this going to help me?
All right. So as you saw,
Looking to improve my design process. I want to see what other people are using. I want to see like things that are cumbersome now. I want to do something better.
Okay, that's fair. So as you saw there, I could click on Start Fresh and it would take me back to this screen to make it easier for me to reinitiate another search. You said 10-person, so it would still be a 2 to 10 people range and design process.
Let's
so
say I'm on
do
Mac.
that, and you're a Mac shop. All right, awesome. So we'll set those parameters. We'll click into the search, and it will basically give us all the tools that are under the design category. Now we can then filter further by subcategories here to allow us to.
Let's go from left to right. Just kind of explain how this is structured, how this database is structured.
Okay.
So
Well,
name of the company, description,
yes.
what they do.
Alex, why don't you go from left to right and tell us how this is structured?
Sure. What the cost is, annual cost, licensing model. What's in the notes?
So the notes have some additional notes, and most of the time it's going to be around the costs and how the costs were calculated, and if there's any other license options and costs associated with it. So if we can take this top tool here, Archistar, it's basically a tool that helps us with generative design. The minimal annual cost for the tool is almost $6,000, but you can also look on the right here that if you're going with some additional licensing options, if you want to go for the Pro or the Elite license, it's actually going to cost you more. So in order to do more research, you can then click in and take a look at what those options include. But yeah, that's what the notes field is. Most of the time is going to be about additional licensing options or additional options in terms of costs that can be calculated.
All right, so category, these are subcategories because it's already in design, right? So next column is categories. These are in design, but there's also some subcategories, design dash something, right?
Right. So let's say, you're looking for some sort of design presentation tool, right? So you need a tool to augment your presentation of your designs. So you can actually click on that and filter the list out by tools that will help you with that. So this right now gives us, all the tools that are in the design presentation category, whether making your client and sales presentations better.
Got it. And there's a firm size. Obviously, that's a filter, and then supported OS. So it could be Mac or Windows. So with this current selection, there's still a lot here. You can sort columns, right? How would you sort by price?
Yeah, so this is actually already sorted by annual cost right now. So you can sort it from either highest to lowest or lowest to highest. So if you're looking for some tools that may be, free or have a freemium model, you would sort low to high, and it will tell you that the cost is 0. Most likely you have some either free trial or free version of the tool that you can try out and see if that works for you.
Gotcha.
As always, yeah.
And currently this is filtered by design presentation. So all of these software solutions will have a design presentation component to them.
Exactly. And, we also, made some of these columns searchable. So if you're looking for something particularly, just say, Procreate, you can just start typing in here and it will just show you that one tool. You can also search in the description, although, this may be a little more difficult. And then you can filter. So any ones that have these kind of button look, you can click on them to set that filter. So if you don't want a subscription, but you want a perpetual license for that tool, you can click and it will just filter that out even further to just give you this one tool, for example. You can then clear that filter to go back. And also we've made these, columns movable. So if you don't care about certain column, or you want to prioritize some other column, you can just move it over and do it this way as well. Now really there's also a column visibility component. So if you just want to remove a certain column from this table, for example, you don't care about I don't know, I think all of these are important, but if you don't care about licensing model, for example, you can just remove it and
you can send it out.
And
gotcha.
It's going to get removed.
Those of you guys that are just joining, we're going through a free tool provided to you by AIA California. No gate. Is just go to this link here, and you can see on top aicalifornia.org/tac-toolkit. And then you get a little survey on what you're looking for. You put that information up, comes out the results, and this is the database with results. And from here, you can continuously filter. And the idea here is to help you solve technology problems and best-in-class architect tools that architects use for software and technology side of things to solve problems. So let me give you another scenario. You want to start fresh?
Let me just, before we go to another scenario, I do want to also add that we've put an email address here so this is our first iteration of the tool. This is what we as a committee, as a practice committee of the AIA California, thought the tool needs to look like. But our goal is to make sure that the tool gets used as much as possible. So we want to get people's feedback, and that feedback could be any additional feature request. That would be great. It would be great to hear what you want from this tool. And also if you find any tools that are missing that you are using in your firm, and feel that it would be great for other firms to use those tools as well, you can also provide that feedback as well. Now this database is going to be constantly updated. Right now I have another, we have another 20 tools kind of in a queue that needs to be added to this. But yeah, any type of feedback that you have about the usability, feature requests, or additional content that should be part of this tool, please send it to this email address, which is Rebecca with AIA California.
All right, thank you for that. So here's the next challenge. I'm an accounting firm, and let's say we're outgrowing, I'm 20 people, let's say, or let's say 15, and I'm outgrowing my current project management solution. Nick, I need to go and find another project management tool that is going to work for me, potentially research it and understand it and then deploy it.
All right, so yeah, we'll click on start fresh to get back. So you said about 20 people,
Yep.
and you said project management.
Yep. And I'm on Windows shop today.
You're a Windows shop. All right, awesome. So once we have those parameters in there, we'll search the database, and basically we'll get a set of results that will provide us, with the tools that we can use for project management. As we can see, they range vastly in what their annual costs are. New Forma is by far the more expensive and requires a lot of implementation. Monograph and then Monday and Podium may not be as expensive, and it may be easier to get started. For a 20-person firm, that basically that would be a good start for a firm to start looking at these tools if they're not already using them.
Looks like Monograph ticks a lot of boxes for me. So let's say I want to go and take a deeper look at it.
Yeah, so you can just click on the link to go and visit their website and, start the process of further research and, communication with them to get signed up for a free trial and hopefully implement it in your firm.
Perfect. Okay. Let's see if anyone out there joining us live has any questions. Have you had a technology challenge of some sort? How are you finding this? Is this useful to you? Give us any kind of feedback and comment. And while you're doing that, let's try one more scenario, I guess.
Before I try it, I want to also show some additional options.
Okay.
So we talked about Start Fresh, which basically takes you back, but there's also reset filters. And this reset filters, once you click it, actually resets all of your previous search filter that you did on a previous page and gives you the full database here. So this is a full database of all the tools that we have in the database right now. As I said, we'll constantly adding more and more. But these are all the ones that we have in there right now. So you
Did I see TikTok in there?
Yes.
What does TikTok solve?
Marketing? Marketing, exactly. Yeah, so we have Drip for marketing automation and so on. So basically what you could do is just start here. And if you have a marketing challenge, you can just start searching for marketing tools right here from here. And, if it's marketing and email or marketing and automation, we'll start with just email. You can just click on here and it'll give you all the tools for marketing email.
No MailChimp?
Well, submit your feedback right here, Alex. And we'll add MailChimp.
Yeah.
No, not
okay.
yet.
I think Drip is a great solution, by the way, but
well, yeah, Drip,
each their own.
Campaign, they're all kind of do similar things.
Sounds good. All right. If we got any questions from the audience, now is the time to put them in. If you have your own technology challenge, lay it on us, and hopefully we'll flex this tool and see if we can help you with it. If not, then we're gonna pretty much wrap up at this point. Any sort of last piece of advice on tools usability, when to use it? Like, what about when? Like, how do you know you're outgrowing your software? I guess things are breaking, but are there any other instances someone would go here?
Well, I think, and again, if we're commenting from our model that technology is supposed to help your business be more effective and efficient, I think, and also kind of have a mindset of innovation, right? This is a useful tool to just check out from time to time to see what other new tools have been out, right? That you may not have heard of, that may actually take your business to the next level or may help you in your process. So I would suggest that anybody who is kind of interested in improving their process and innovating their business checks out this tool on a regular basis just to see what's going on and to see what's out there.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you all for joining. We're ArchIT. GetArchIT.com is our website. We help architecture, engineer, and design firms with IT, a complete solution or partial solution or just a project. Hit us up at GetArchIT.com. Boris, thank you kindly for your time and contribution to make this tool go live. Would love to hear your feedback. Let us know. And again, thank you kindly for your time. We'll see you in a couple of weeks on the next one of these LinkedIn Lives.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you get to use the tool. And again, reminder, just send us feedback so that we can improve it for you.
Cheers.
Later.